them for know say the champion, and Spagga Benz represent for the Reggae Boyz, and for know say a big event. In a national stadium, some boy, a little team over there, so them better lay down and play them. I say, gonna we a step out with a big star there, man like Demari Gray, large up yourself. You don't know the things there, see it? With them up on a long chat, you don't know, so I slap up them nets like that, you know. Bobby Reed, Boyz, man like Damian Lowe, Leon Bailey, the star, them for know. Ready for them, you know? Them better know. We tell them say them bad team over there, so I'm a bad team over here. So Reggae Boyz they over here, so we not afraid of no one. And anything for happen, I go happen. And if it happen, them fi know say Reggae Boyz we are the champion. And bad team over there, so them on a bad team over here. So Reggae Boyz we over here, so ever ready for the world. Fight you over buckle, any obstacle we tackle. When make we feel check, no Reggae Boy we score first car. We are not troublemaker, but we are gonna be the fire setter. Any hour that our team prefer. Boy full of word like them on newspaper.
Yeah, man, people are checking in. We're there. Yeah, it's the World Cup fever. Yeah, the big song them rolling out. You know, I love the vibes. You know, I love the vibe with all these music around. Yeah, you know, including the Reggae Boyz players in the songs and all of that. You know, for sure. You know, I was born around '98. You know, I was born, but I didn't know much about the campaign, and just grew up in Jamaica and just listening, you know, to the elderly people and talk about the '98 campaign. Yeah, it's something that I want to live. So you don't know what day I play a part and I talk about the game. Yeah, June 6, yeah, June 6, 6:30 p.m. local time at the office. Can we get by the office to be that fortress? Yeah, can we get by the office to be that fortress? You don't know. '98, we never concede a goal at home. You hear what I say? We never concede a goal at home. So hopefully, you know, we can repeat that, yeah, and do also a better job. But look, you know, this Dominican team, man, and I'm just looking at it around the surrounding what's really happening with this game. Yeah, Jamaica versus Dominican Republic. We know Dominican Republic is a big nation when it comes on to baseball and also the basketball, yeah. But you know, for some reason, for the last 7-8 years in Dominica, yeah, things just started to change, and I will say it stepped up to another notch. Yeah, it stepped up to another notch when the COVID virus, you know, went away. They decided that they're going to turn around their football program, yeah. And they qualified for 3 major tournaments. That's wonderful. The Olympic, they will be in Olympic. They qualified for under 20. Yeah, even beat us in that game to qualify for that under 20 World Cup. And they also qualified for a women Gold Cup. Yeah, the first ever Gold Cup. Dominican Republic was there, even though they finished last in their zone, didn't manage, you know, to pick up a point. But it's progress. It's progress of where this team is coming from. You know, I'm doing, you know, a little bit of groundwork and, you know, their squad also. You know, I think I have done previous videos about, you know, the Dominican Republic where some of those players already played. You know, they have quite a few players in that squad that play in Bolivia. You know, they're picking up those odd pieces over there in Spain. And, you know, they have a few pieces, you know, like in I think Bulgaria, you know, Luxembourg, you know, those are the countries, you know, in Europe, and also a few local players. But this squad that they named the 36 men squad, the provisional squad, they're going to cut down to 23. But if you just look at it, they're building a team. They're not just calling up a 23-man squad. They're building a whole squad. And when I look at that squad that they put out, yeah, the average age for that squad is 23 years. You get what I say? That's very young. I think the last squad that the Reggae Boyz picked, it was somewhere around 26, 27 average age, you know. And that's the thing, you know what I mean? Our squad is getting younger and younger, you know. The squad is getting more stabilized. They can actually pick a Reggae Boyz squad like, say, the best 15 players. Once they're healthy and fit, they will get called up. So it's something good on that side. But Dominica, they picking a lot of young players. They have 2 teenagers in the squad. 2 teenagers in the squad. One is 17 and one is also 18. I know one of them is playing local in Dominican Republic. I don't remember if the next one is playing locally, but they have 2 youngsters. And I look at that, that's Whisper and Kyle Dixon for us, 2 of our best youngsters, locally, but one is abroad playing in England and one is applying a trade in Jamaica, about to move out, in summer. But that's like a young Kyle Dixon, and a young Dojan Whisper. So, look at it, World Cup, they are everybody backyard. You have to go fight feet. You have to go fight feet, and I like Mexico, Canada, and the US, who are going to be the host. They're going to have the luxury of go around and play which other team they want to play in friendly games. You get what I say? The rest of teams in CONCACAF, they're going to have to fight for it. We already see 2 opposition teams that we're going to face, in later fixtures. Nicaragua is one, Guatemala is one. We're going to face those countries, and both countries have already playing friendlies. Both countries have already having camps. You get what I say? So the preparation, with these teams, it's ongoing process. They started already. So everybody is fighting for that goal. Everybody is fighting for that dream. 98, Croatia, Japan. Look how many World Cups those countries have went on to after the 98. Not just go to World Cup. Look at how they qualified. They qualified for the knockout rounds in major tournaments in the Asian Cup. As Japan is a very good team. Look in Europe, Croatia. Look at what they did in the last World Cup in Qatar. They knocked out one of the powerhouses, Brazil. So these countries are not just taking part, are just filling up gaps on the roster when it comes on to the national teams that qualify for the World Cup. They actually going there to compete. And when you look, I give you more. When you look on 2002, China, Ecuador, Senegal, those countries, that was their debut. That was their debut World Cup. China haven't managed to go back to another World Cup. Us, haven't managed to go back to another World Cup after 98. But China, 2002, they qualified for their first World Cup. But when you look at it, they haven't managed to go, but they set a mark that, look, 2050 will be the mark that they're going to go on and start to make a lot of noise, in around the football space. But when you look at a team like Ecuador, Ecuador, I think they gone on for qualify for the next 4 World Cups, since 2002 until 2022. So when you look at it, I think they didn't qualify for the 2010, but they went to their first ever knockout, their best run in a World Cup, in 2006. That was their best ever run. I think they went to run of 16 quarterfinals. But these countries, makes a lot of strive after they qualify for their first World Cup. Look at Senegal. Senegal went on to win the African Cup of Nations. Just recently they went on to win the African Cup of Nations. So, and producing great superstars in around, the club space. Their players winning in the Champions League, winning the Premier League and stuff like that. So we need to get this out of our head. 98 is the glory days, but we have, we remember where we're coming from, but it's more important to understand where we're going as a nation. So, we're going to need all the support, people. We're going to need all the support, in the national stadium, at the office. You need to make the office be a fortress again. We need to wrap up these teams, as I said in my previous video that I did yesterday. We need to overwhelm these teams. We need to teach these teams a lesson. Show the rest of CONCACAF that when you get to these teams, you're going to show your class on the pitch. But again, it won't be easy because everybody is fighting for those next 3 automatically qualified spots, just like the Reggae Boyz doing. We can't just get this narrative around about Mexico, US, Canada. It's not there. The rest of teams, they already preparing. Yeah, everybody is doing their sniper. They're doing their sniper job. Everybody is doing their scouting, and the rest of national teams that is going to play in this region. You get what I say? So football and sleep on another yard. Even when you look at a country like even Ghana, Ivory Coast, since the start of the century 2000, they have qualified for their first World Cup. Also, look at Ivory Coast, who just went on to win the African Cup of Nations. Ghana, look at what they did in 2010. Produced so many great players. That light up the FIFA World Cup, African Cup of Nations. So we need, to get that same act together, and it start 2026. Look, positive. You see, positive. Yeah, I'm starting. Positive vibes, positive vibration around the team, and everybody just come out and support. I just feel like it's going to be a massive crowd, in the national stadium. We need all parties. I remember when I listened to the 90 players speak, that even Renai Simons, when he said, look, it's not just play football on the pitch. You go to war. You get what I say? We're going to go to war amongst these teams. We have Guatemala, we have all these teams in our group. Yeah. When we travel to these countries, when we travel to Guatemala, in the Nations League, Nicaragua, Honduras, it's going to be hell. They're going to make noise. They're going to make it uncomfortable for us. Even the 98 teams, just trying to get in their hotel, even in San Pedro Sula, you get what I say, in Costa Rica, in Panama City, there is always some party, some nice beating and jump all around, just to get the opposition team uncomfortable. You get what I say? But you have to look at it. We have to do so many aspects of the game just by getting our opposition team uncomfortable. That's why it named the office. Yeah, that is why it named the office. We have to make it uncomfortable for the opposition team. I don't know if this is fair, but in all the humid weather in Kingston in the night, there's no air conditioner. Stuff like that. I don't know if it's if it's legal, but you just have to do everything to make your opposition team be uncomfortable at your home ground. They used to do it. I remember, even captain spoke about something like, if he wasn't in his right frame of mind, they would position the Reggae Boyz fans when they travel away, and the home fans will throw a pee at them. You hear what I say? So, it's a whole different ball game, man, when it comes down to CONCACAF traveling to Central America. So we have to start all of this from now at the office, starting June the 6th. This is where everything starts. Yeah, even though it is the second round of World Cup qualifier, but it has to start this Thursday. Not this Thursday, next week, Thursday, coming in the National Stadium, 6:30 p.m. kickoff. Yeah. But cannot underestimate this Dominican Republic team. As I said, the average age for this squad is 23. They have a lot of players that is 21, 22, right in the barrier of the youngest is 17 and the oldest, the captain, the goalkeeper, who have over 50 appearances, is 41. He's a local player. You get what I said? But this team is more of a young generation. Some players that can go through the next 2 World Cup cycle. So when you look at it, they're not just preparing for the present, they're preparing for the future. And this is why these teams will be so deadly. Yeah. And if you look at the manager, they have a very good manager that understands the game, an Argentinian. You understand? He is going to get the best out of these players. Look at when the Dominican Republic team get the opportunity to play a friendly game. They travel away to play Peru. They travel, I think, away to play Chile national team, they played, I think is it Cuba or Nicaragua, one of those teams, Central American team. So whenever they get the opportunity to pick an opponent in a friendly game, they played quality games. You get what I say? The more quality games you played, the more better your team will get, the more exposure. Rennie Simons have taught that us in 1998. So things like that, these teams are not just going to lay down in the office, and let Jamaica just run over them and collect the W's. No, we're going to have to fight for everything. We're going to have to grind it up. But the talent and the quality of players that we have in our disposal, there's no way, we should have so much difficulties. But again, the ball game played on the pitch, but I just, want to big up everybody, who is supporting Jamaican football. It's really amazing. This is one of my best journey in our World Cup campaign. I'm here doing the videos. You get what I say? I'm playing my part, giving the analysis of the game and all of that. Yeah, so this is one of my best journey, and I hope my country can qualify for the second FIFA Men's World Cup final. Yeah, hope we can be there. In this, it's going to be on our local side in CONCACAF. It's going to be in the US, in the diaspora, where most of our people who lived in the diaspora, is living. So we're going to get the support. So look, it started at June 6th. Get behind the boys. Yeah, get behind the boys. We have to be a 12-man. Let's show them the support. I haven't. And I think these sets of players really get the crowd that they deserve. I think one of the last sets of competitive games that I remember that, we got a massive support. Maybe it was that game that we hosted in the Gold Cup where we beat Honduras 3-1 in the National Stadium. Maybe that game was one of the games that I like, that we got the most supporters to come out and watch the game recently. So let's bring back the 98 feelings in terms of a yellow sea in the National Stadium. We don't want to see the Arnett Garden red shirt. If you ever wear anything in the yellow, a Harbour View yellow shirt, a Waterhouse yellow shirt, the Jamaica, the replica jersey, or the Arsenal, that reggae boy color style. Yeah, but we would love to see everybody in the colors and the badge of the national team. That's how it's going to send out a strong signal. Yeah, look at when you go to the Azteca, look at when you go to Costa Rica, look at when you go to Panama City, in Honduras, San Pedro Sula. They come out in numbers and they represent their country. So let us get behind this team. Let us bring the positive vibes and let us rally the boys. And it doesn't matter who is on the pitch. Let's get behind Coach Al Grimson. Let's get behind, the Jamaican Football Federation. Let's get behind everybody who is behind this campaign. Even a young baby that is 2-3 years old, he is the future. Everybody need to play a part. Big up Jamaica land we love out of many one people. Salute. Bless up.